Massachusetts, the Patriots introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Ringo! Set! These two.
One day. Tackle, let's go. We got this.
Hurry up, let's go! Block 80! Back!
On the ground with a tight end. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Throw left side, complete. It's Bell. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Bell is so good at that. He just catches so many passes near the line of scrimmage. In fact, the unique stat line for him last year, he had more yards after the catch than total receiving yards from the line of scrimmage on the season.
That doesn't even sound real, but when you analyze his game, you understand why a stat like that can occur. His ability to catch the ball, be elusive, and also strong enough to break tackles, that allows him to gain all that extra yardage.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
Set!
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Let's go, D. Big series right here. Hurry up, let's go!
Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bell. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going to the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So Le'Veon Bell, yes, the carry there, but I want to talk about what he did last week in the win over Cincinnati. Accounted for 192 yards from scrimmage. And I know you saw that stiff arm on Drake Kirkpatrick that he put out there.
I certainly did. Remember we were talking just a couple weeks ago about the rust from missing preseason? That's gone, right? Whatever product he used worked really, really well. But back to that stiff arm on Drake Kirkpatrick. That was one of those plays that every defensive back in the league, all they were thinking was, man, I'm glad that wasn't me. Because, man, he hit him with the shot and then finished it when he extended his arm. It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. 2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. A swing pass caught, and he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Antonio Brown, 29 yards. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. So look at this. They got the 7-0 lead in the pocket, and they're going to try an onside kick. Oh, and I think they got it. Yes, the Steelers have it. Well, they just scored, they got the lead, and they decide to keep their foot on the accelerator, so to speak.
Scouting, scouting, scouting. They had to have seen something in their preparation for this game that told them in this situation, if they get the look they like, let's go ahead and go for it anyway. They like being bold.
Watch the twist. Set. Blue 30. 45.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Throw left side complete. It's Bell. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
A gain of 3, second down. Here we go with 2nd and 7.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Set. Blue 30.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bell. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight right. Tight right. Black 20. Black 30.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Throw left side complete to Smith-Schuster. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out.
Hey, we got tight left. Heat these 2. We got 4. Set. We got 80.
Roethlisberger.
Check 26. Check 26.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Ben to throw again. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. Throw left side complete. It's Bell.
Who's got 84?
It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Boswell on now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. And Cooks has it over the middle. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Brandon Cooks, 70 yards. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. It usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Boy, they're down only 1 score, still first half, but they're going to line up for the onside kick. A scramble for it. I think the Patriots may have got it. They did. So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are 2 very tough things to do.
Takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win.
Unable to recover it, it costs them. The kicking team gets the football here. Now a play fake here on first down. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Shift. All right, here we go. 53. 20.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. 1 minute 53 ticks left to go in this first half. Back to Foxborough after this. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Brady gives this one to Lewis. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. He's going to air one out. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made.
Come on.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Philip Dorsett, 44 yards. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
Wow.
And how about this decision? Tie game first half, but here's an onside kick. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. Second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also, it may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Deron Harmon. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Now you got to go get it.
Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. Brady now on first down. Sets up the screen to Lewis. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Into the red zone, it's Brady. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Shift together here from the D-line. This is Lewis. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play, as we'll get a timeout. As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the
This is caught. Gronkowski. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Over the middle here to Brown. And they're going to get this one up past the 25. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this is secured by the Patriots. A tie game. I don't think anybody in this building, including you or I, was expecting that.
No, I would agree with that totally. I didn't expect to see it at all, but I kind of like where they were going with this. You know, as you said, tie game, trying to steal a possession, steal an advantage, and you told your defense at the half you were going to do it, which also told them that you had confidence in them in case it failed, as that one just did.
And now you've given good field position here to start the third quarter. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Partner, I think the easy thing now would be to just abandon the run and start throwing the football at all costs. But I've been in so many games where it doesn't work running the ball.
And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Brandon Cooks, his 2nd touchdown of the night, and the Patriots have moved out in front. And a great example there of just getting the feet in a tough spot. It seems like every year these guys get better at this.
Well, I think the drills get better, that they work on training camp, off-season work, OTAs, but also a lot of these guys have dance backgrounds, ballet backgrounds, and they take that and carry it over to the football field.
Goskowski now out to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 23 yards on the play. Now Roethlisberger on first down. James has got it, complete. And a big hit at the end of that one. He's knocked down hard. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. And he rifles one incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. And that'll be incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got...
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Still just a two-score game in the third quarter, but they're going to go onside kick here anyway. And this is secured by the Patriots. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen, steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
They run. This is Lewis. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. On second down, here's Brady. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. To throw is Brady. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Bud Dupree leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Brady to throw on second down. Letting one go deep for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down. New England on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. To throw, it's Brady. And incomplete on the deep ball. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot, but they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on 4th.
White 20! White 20! White 20! Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Mitchell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now Roethlisberger. James has it. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Roethlisberger to his big target, James. All 6-7 of him for a Steeler first down. Now Roethlisberger. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Well, Charles, peeking back at Week 7 of the NFL season, as always, had some top performances. You and I were discussing Zeke Elliott off air, 3 touchdowns, 147 yards rushing. Who else did you like?
Oh, I liked Eddie Jackson in Chicago. The rookie free safety out of Alabama. 2 defensive touchdowns, over 75 yards each. That's an NFL record. I'm sorry, Ms. Jackson. Eddie's for real.
And then Amari Cooper over 200 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, he finally broke out. All we were talking about heading into that game was what's going on with Amari Cooper? Is he being targeted enough? Is he catching the ball enough? What's going on? Well, he broke out in a big way and announced his presence with authority once again.
To throw again is Roethlisberger. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he's brought down. Back now in Foxborough. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch tight. Tight ends right.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Again, it's Roethlisberger. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Block 80. He's coming. We got double up.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. They'll run it with Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Touchdown.
So a big play now as the Steelers will go for 2.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. 4 down. Here we go. 4 down. Check. 4 down. Hey. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Here we go. Blue 30. Check. These 2. Big edge.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger.
Blitz.
Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Watch right. 51, 55. It's our field.
A give to the fullback on the dive. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
That's where you belong. 20, 53. Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic.
To throw on 2nd down. Brady. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down. Instead of the running back in New England, sometimes they like to call them the passing backs. They get them the ball in different ways, don't they?
They certainly do. Think about the ones they've had in recent vintage. You talk about Kevin Falk, Danny Woodhead, Shane Vereen, James White could have been the MVP in the Super Bowl if it wasn't for a certain quarterback that was on the field that day. On 3rd and 1, I think everyone in the stadium thought they'd try and run the football there, but they tried to surprise the defense and hit something through the air. Instead, it results in an incompletion.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Right 20. Switch. Right 20.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And boy, this is going to be close. That mark. It's a little short, and he didn't get there.
Crunch. Check 99. 49. Check 49. Check 49. Crash.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
On second down, here's Roethlisberger. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Right there, all day, baby.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Strong right, strong right.
Here we go. Black 80,
Roethlisberger gonna throw it. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Second down now after the sack.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's Roethlisberger. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. Now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. Roethlisberger to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I need a fucking first.
So now it's 4th down and short, and whatever they do, run or pass it, they've got to pick up the first here.
Yeah, and you mentioned running it. That is still an option, but as you've also said, they've got to do it quickly and get back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situations. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Over the middle, Dorsett. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go with the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget, defense is audible as well.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Bud Dupree in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? those who forget the lessons of history are doomed.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
Roethlisberger dropping to a knee, and that ought to do it. Well, I know it points to this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.